Greetings, everyone. This is She Speaks Life with Laquisha Robinson. Thank you for joining me. On today, you all, we're going to do a question and an answer. The question is, how do I manifest the relationship that I want in 2020? So, if you want to manifest the relationship that you want in 2020, for some people, you could actually be with the person and both of you feel like, hey, we know we're meant to be together. It's just a process. You may be single and you might be on the search, okay? So I'm going to give you all a couple of things that you want to do yourself, and also things that you can look for when you're choosing the person that you feel is right and is best for you. Okay, I will not tell you if this person is doing this, and that, they are right for you. You have to make that your own choice and your own decision, okay? Also, before I go into this, I want to also say that if you are spiritual, meaning you are in tune a lot with yourself, your atmosphere, and the things around you, you'll be even more likely to determine and to know, who's best for you. And if possible, you want to choose somebody that's best for you spiritually, naturally, and physically, okay? And any other areas that there could be where there needs to be compatibility, okay? Also, I want to share with you, in choosing your mate or receiving the person that's for you, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Remember, a diamond, when you first see a diamond, it doesn't look like a diamond at all, period. But as you begin to deal with the diamond, work with the diamond, clean the diamond, then you begin to see its true value. So sometime in relationships, or when you're choosing a partner, just because they appear one way, don't always take that for them being exactly what you see on the surface. When you have a book, okay, you read the title drew you for some reason, but you're really not going to know the meat of the book until you begin to read the pages, all right? Also, if you just sit there are times when you can just simply tell and know. For example, if I don't indulge in certain things, and there's people or a person who may be attracted to me, but they they indulge themselves in things that I don't indulge in, then I kind of know that we are opposite, okay? Because you giving your money, your time, and your attention to things that I feel are of a low vibration, while I give my time and attention to things that I feel is going to prosper me and manifest greater things for me. So in that case, you all, that is a situation where you can and would say, I don't feel like we are compatible. However, there are times when you have people that's workable, and if you choose to work with them, if you choose them as a mate or they choose you as a partner, you'll see the benefit that it was, and you all connecting or linking up. But again, that's strictly up to you. I'm just going to give you all some pointers, okay? So the first thing that you want to do in manifesting a right partner in 2020, because you want to walk with somebody that for the rest of your days you all can be walking on this earth and doing what it is that you were supposed to do, or what you're called to do, okay? So the first thing you're going to have to do is know you. In 2020, it's going to be very important for you to know you. Know your likes, your dislikes, okay, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. Another thing you're going to need to do is accept yourself for who you are. Okay, none of us is perfect, or none of us are perfect. We all have to grow, we all have to learn, and we have to evolve. So if you've made up your mind if you have made up your mind that you want to be a person to grow, but you're going to accept you, then you will find somebody else who accepts you, okay, with your flaws, with things that you will improve, you want to improve. So don't let that stop you from thinking you can't go forth, because you can, okay? The person that's for you will cling to you, and they will help you just as you will cling to them and help them, and together the both of you all will evolve and grow. And it's a beautiful thing when you can grow with a partner and grow with a person, and you don't have to seemingly come already perfect and packaged like I want you, okay? When you grow into something with somebody, that's beautiful. Now, the connection should always be there, but the growth that you two will share in, that's going to be beautiful, all right? Now, so the second, and I wrote some of this down because I wanted to kind of stay on point for this, because normally I just flow and go. Okay, so the second thing is how you need to know that how you feel about yourself is how you're going to feel about your partner. How you feel about yourself is how you're going to operate with your partner, okay? So that's why it's important, as I said, to know you and accept you. Also have that open door to grow, because the way you feel about you, you're going to treat your partner that way, even though it's not healthy and even though it's not good. Now, the reason why I'm saying that and not saying it in a positive light is because we want to know how to manifest what works, okay? And a lot of times the reason why we don't produce what we want, or what we want and need doesn't come to us, or it's not in operating function, is because we still have issues and things that we need to deal with, okay? So that we can accept the blessing that come to us. So keep that in mind. If you are an angry person, a slowful person, the way you feel, act, treat, and operate with you, that's exactly the way you're going to operate with another person. You can only give to somebody who you are, okay? If you're happy, excited, always loving, always giving, sharing, caring, that's what you're going to give to people. However, in 2020, if this is you, you have to make sure that you manifest this in 2020. So you're not going to become a person that says, oh, well, he or she needs my help. No, because in 2020, you're not giving of yourself only. What you give is going to be given back into you. In 2020, there's going to be a unity walk, okay, in relationship. All right. So you're going to be able to give to the person that's going to give back to you what you give. And I'm not just speaking on money. I'm speaking on love, patience, understanding, working together. Whatever you give, they're going to give, okay, and willingly. Okay, the next thing that you want to do in these, I just put them in order like this. It doesn't have to go in the order I put it in. But the other thing that you're going to want to do is when you do have an argument or you have a misunderstanding, because in truth, you really should not be having an argument. I don't know why that word is so hard for me to just say it, but you really shouldn't be having an argument with the person that you're in fellowship and union with, okay? And that's a whole nother video. However, if there's a misunderstanding or a miscommunication about something, you all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at you first, okay, in a humble way. Don't look at, always keep in your mind, it's me and my partner versus the situation. It's never me versus my partner, because the person you with, you love them, right? You want to build, you want to grow, you want to establish with them. So that shouldn't even be an issue. There's no reason for you to be angry or frustrated with them, right? Because you two are bonded together for purpose and destiny. Okay, so look at you first and say, is there anything that I could have said or did differently that might not have struck the understanding, or that may not have caused the confusion or caused her or him to get upset, or you know what I'm saying? Now, when you all are first in your first stages of growing together and developing, catch yourself. You're gonna get angry, you're gonna get upset, but catch yourself, okay? And why are you gonna do this? Because it's common. It's literally natural for me to get upset for something, okay? Because I didn't like it, it didn't feel good. But as you learn to grow and become who you are, as you learn to understand why things happen, you let all that go, and anger's no longer there. And people don't believe you can get rid of anger, you can get rid of frustration. All of that can leave you, but it's a process, okay? So look at you first, and always go to your partner in love, okay? Never go to them in anger. Never go to them in confusion or conflict. You always want to operate with your partner in love, okay? Because love can solve anything. Also, I want you all to know that with every action, there's always a reaction. So if you take the initiative and your partner takes the initiative, that hey, I'm not going to get up, so I'm going to learn. Let's put it in the correct context, okay? I'm going to learn not to be angry with you over situations, but I'm going to try to understand, and then after trying, I'm going to learn to understand why this occurred and why that happened, and we're going to get together and we're going to solve this, okay? No matter what it is, it's doable. Now, for every action, there is a reaction, and that can be positive or negative, okay? But you have to choose which one it will be with you and your partner, okay? Keep in mind, if you love something, you do not want to bring harm to it. It does not matter what the situation is. When you love something, the last thing that you want to do is bring harm to it. So in your relationship, do not, and only when you have not matured and you do not understand this will you operate in this way. But when you are with your partner, you never, I don't care what confusion, what misunderstanding, you never want to do something that you're going to regret later. And if you do something to hurt your spouse or hurt your partner and you don't have regret and it was absolutely wrong, then you need to find you, because if you can willingly hurt somebody and not care, something needs to be dealt with deep down on the inside of you. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example. First, I'm going to say this: work with your partner. No matter what comes, no matter what goes, work with your partner. Stay with your partner. Realize it's you two. So don't even put outsiders in your business. Okay, because what goes on in your household should stay in your household. You all are creating and you all are building together, and your goal should be to build a solid foundation that nobody, not even the two of you, will destroy or can destroy. Okay, so for example, if you and your partner get into a disagreement, it's wrong for either one of you to go outside of your relationship and then come back. And you all know what I mean. That's wrong, because if I feel like I love you, okay, and I know I love you, I would never do something to hurt you like that, not when I'm clearly thinking and not when I'm in my right mind. You understand? And it's possible for a person not to be in their right mind and operate in a way that they shouldn't or that they normally wouldn't. But when you're not in your right mind, you do things that you shouldn't. That's why it's also important, if you just need to go in another room by yourself, do that. Spend as much time as you need alone, whatever will cause you not to go do something that will hurt what you love. Okay, so the next thing that I have is Let me hold on, you all. In your journey walk and manifesting your partner in 2020, you are going to have to be willing to understand. You're going to have to be willing to understand your partner. Your partner's going to have to be willing to understand you. There cannot be division in this area. Nobody should be there should be no one who is headstrong over the other person. It's my way or no way. Well, this is how I feel about it and that's it. No, because you're in a relationship. You're not in a singleship. Now, if you're in a singleship, you can say that if you want to. But when you're in a partnership, both of you all should work together to agree, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, men, in most cases, when you're doing what you need to do to make sure that your woman knows she loves, and I'm not talking about you have to suck up to a woman, because any woman who makes a man feel like you have to do this and do that and you have to be at my beck and call 24/7, to me that's somebody that you need to sit somewhere else while you really go get a woman. Okay, because that's not the characteristics of a woman. A real woman knows what reality is, and she does not expect you to be at her beck and call, come when I call, do what I say. If I don't like this, change it. No. But when your woman knows, my husband and I both, we understand, we have a foundation, our relationship works for us, my husband doesn't do anything or my partner doesn't do anything that he know it will hurt me, we always work to build. Most likely, when you make a decision, your woman is going to agree with you. She's going to say, okay, honey. Now, if the only time, to be honest with you, men, that your woman will not support you or will not want to support you is if she foresee an error that you don't see, or she foresee a hurt that you can't see. She's trying to stop you from doing something that you can't see up the road that's going to be destruction, okay? Whether you're hanging out with a group of friends, you want to start a certain business, and she can see this is not good, this is not healthy, I see what they're doing, but he can't. Other than when your woman knows that, hey, my man is on the ball, he's got it, he's doing it, everything is checking out. Oh, she root for you, she push you, she encourage you. The only time she's gonna back up for something, or back up from something, is because she gonna be seeing danger. And she wants to tell you. And in most cases, men, they don't like to listen, because they know what they doing, they know, and it's like, okay, honey, this is really not a good, and so then it's just that, okay, well, he wanted to do it, so he did it. But I just want you all to know, most women, if they're really for you, they're pushing you in everything that you're doing, unless they see danger or some error in it, okay? And when you really have a woman who loves and care about you, she will never want to see you fail. She will never not want to see you succeed. She always wants you to go forth and succeed, okay? Another thing that I want to say really quickly is, if a person that, and I'm going to say is not good for you, is, and this whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, anytime you're dealing with somebody and they base what they do with you on conditions, that's not going to be a healthy relationship. So if you do see somebody and they have the qualities and traits and you want to choose them, make sure that if you see that and notice that, you discuss that with them and you all do what it takes so that that obstacle can be alleviated, because if it's not, it will cause issues down the road. If you have a person in your life who's only willing to do something for you based on how you feel or based on how they feel, that's not good, okay? So Remember, the key goal is to grow together. That's just like, and I'll give you an example. If you have, matter of fact, I'll give you a live example. So I know of a man and a woman, okay, who, when they got together, he shared that all they had to their name, I believe it was $9. From $9, they stuck in there, they worked out, they did what it took. They're still happily married. They own houses. They own businesses where people can come in, or should I say strip malls. They own where you go wash your cars at. They own all of these things, and the way they did it was because they loved each other, they believed in each other, they stood by each other, worked with each other, and they formed a mighty foundation together, okay? And not only that, but now they're spreading their love and they're showing other people how to do the same things that they did, and they don't mind telling you it's workable. Okay, if you want to do it, you can do it, but you really have to be mature, because when you talk about relationships and manifesting in 2020, this is not a child's game. There's people right now who's married, who just in a situation because they're in a situation, and they've been married for years. Okay, and they just say, hey, well, this just what it is. But it doesn't just have to be. It is what it is. You should be able to be happy, enjoyable, be enjoyed, and enjoy the person that you're with, and you all should do what it is you were called to do in the earth. Okay, so to reiterate before I close, it's very important for you all to know who you are, accept who you are. Always look at you first in a humble, respectful way, and look at your partner and did I say something that he or she may not have understood. Never rush angrily towards your partner about anything, because you don't hurt what you love. Okay, if you love me and you talking to me in a way, or you're doing things to me that show me that you do not like me, you hate me, you really don't, that's what I'm going to pick and take from you. I'm not going to say he loves me, that's why he does this, or she loves me, that's why she treat me like this. So you all be mindful of that, okay? Also, know you are going to treat people exactly how you feel about you. If you feel good about yourself, you're going to treat people good. If you feel like, oh, I got to get over on somebody, you're going to get over on the people that you shouldn't get over on, okay? And then later on down the road, you may feel like, man, I really hate I did that. But anyway, you all because this video is quite lengthy, but I want you all to know in 2020 your relationship is definitely manifestable. You can manifest the relationship that you want in 2020. Just be open. You can't be selfish. You can't think selfish. You have to think realistically, and always remember you love the person that you want, that you're with, so together the both of you will build. And if you've been in a relationship for a while, you all, guess what? Reevaluate yourself. Okay, if you two really do love each other, evaluate yourself. Don't just sit there with somebody just to sit there. Evaluate your relationship, okay? Do things to rekindle your fire, okay? Do things. You don't have to just, you don't have to get old and die without fulfilling purpose and without being happy. So I'm going to end this video, you all, and I want to tell you, until we talk again, or until we meet again, always remember to operate in peace, love, and joy.